namely that antidepressants often do not do what they promise and are in fact causing harm to many.
Dr. Steve Hotze is suing over Obamacare's employer mandate.
It's time for a wellness revolution. Brought to you by Hotze Health and Wellness Center. Honest discussion on maintaining health and wellness naturally to enjoy a better quality of life.
He's the doctor fighting to let you keep your doctorate.
Now, Dr. Stephen Hotze.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us today at Dr. Hotze's Wellness Revolution. I'm Stacey Banfield here with Dr. Stephen Hotze.
You pronounced it right.
I did. This time I got it right. He's the founder of the Hotze Health and Wellness Center. And if you have any questions for Dr. Hotze during the program, you can call in at 713-212-5950. That's 713-212-5950. Here's Dr. Hotze.
Thanks so much, Stacey, and thank each one of you for joining us today on Wellness Revolution. And a wellness revolution is a change. When you have a revolt or revolution, kind of like what happened in Washington this last election, a big change. It was kind of like a revolution because the powers to be and all the establishment don't know what to do with somebody like President Trump who comes up and wants to change things. So there's a revolution going on in Washington, D.C. And you know what? A lot of people just don't like change. I don't care if it's a political revolution or a financial revolution or whether it's a wellness revolution. People get used to the way things are, and it's the old adage, you know, I'd rather have something I know than something I don't know. I don't know. I know how I'm functioning now, the way I'm feeling and what I'm doing, I'm getting by. And you're asking me, Dr. Hotze, to make a change? In fact, not just a change, a revolution in my life? Don't know if I'm really ready for that yet. Well, you're kind of like that individual driving down the wrong way of the health highway on the wrong side of the street. You go, look, everything's going fine. It's late at night. Nobody's on the road. I'm going to be doing fine. But lo and behold, you come to that overpass, and there's a light coming up down on your side. And you got to decide what to do. Hopefully, you'll make a decision before you have a head-on collision. You'll make a decision to do a 180 in your health and turn around and get yourself back on track and take charge of your health. So that's why we host the Wellness Revolution program, is to give you encouragement that you can restore your health. You can obtain and you can maintain health and wellness naturally. You can get off all the pharmaceutical drugs that you're taking, and you can feel enthusiastic again. You can feel vital. You can enjoy being with your family and your spouse and your friends. You can enjoy the outdoors. You can enjoy your hobbies. You can enjoy your work. Once you feel healthy, it changes everything about your life. And so there's nothing, I don't think, besides your mortal soul, your immortal soul, there's nothing
more important
than your physical
health and how you feel.
That's so very important. So we want to help you consider how you can make that 180 change. Do a 180 and take charge of your health. Let me remind you, there's nobody else that will take charge of your health. Nobody is more interested in your health than you are. Nobody. Maybe your spouse is, because she don't want you to up and die on her. Or you don't want her to die on you. Your spouse probably, among other than yourselves, probably, if you've been treating him or her right, they're concerned about you, and they want you to be on a path of health and wellness. They want you to be back to the person you used to be and have the vitality, the energy, the stamina, the enthusiasm that you once had in your life. So I want to encourage each one of you to listen closely today to our program. We're going to have a wonderful guest. We do have a wonderful guest on, Deanna Bream, who's been a guest here at the Hotze Health and Wellness Center since 2002. Deanna, how are you today? Deanna?
Deanna, are you there?
I'm here. Hi, Dr. Hotze. How are you?
Deanna, I'm doing terrific. And I hope this finds you doing well.
I'm doing great. I couldn't be better. Yes.
Well, I tell you what, you have one of the most positive, optimistic outlooks on life of all the people we have here. You just radiated. Ever since I've known you from way back in 2002, you just have had that positive attitude, and you've done very well, and it's paid off in spades for you because you've done well. Now, let's just give a little background to our guests so they know a little about your life. So, where did you grow up, Deanna?
Okay, I was born in Seattle, Washington, but I grew up in Panama, Republic of Panama.
Now, why did you grow up in Panama? How did you end up from Seattle all the way down to Panama?
Oh, my parents met up there in Washington State, and they decided to move to Panama. And after they had us, my older sister and me, and so that was it. We grew up there. It's beautiful there. It's really, really a great
Now, your
country.
mama was originally from Panama.
Yes.
Well, girls usually drag their husbands back to their hometowns.
That's right.
I found that out.
Yes, and Dad fell in love with the flora and the fauna and the beautiful country, and so they ended up staying the next 45 years, I think. And so, yeah.
And how about you? How did you end up coming to the States?
I came back over here and went to school, and then got married.
Where'd you go to school?
I went to school at the University of Phoenix, and yes.
Right. So then you got married, and how old were you when you got married?
Oh, I was 30 years old when I got married.
Good. And so what happened? So you get married, and what is the old song? First comes love, then comes marriage, then comes mama with the baby carriage.
Yes, I have two beautiful daughters, a 21-year-old and a 18-year-old. Uh-huh.
That's great.
Beautiful.
So this takes us, you have your second child. You're 33 years old. That takes us back to about 2001. When was she born?
Yes. Yes, she was born. Where or when?
When?
Yes. When? Okay, she was born March. The second child. Yes, 13th. March 13th, she was born.
What year?
1999.
1999.
Yeah.
So tell me, what precipitated your coming here to the Hotze Health Wellness Center? What was going on in your health life that made you decide that you're going to come in?
I gained all this weight, and I was in denial of what was going on with my body.
Was this after you had your baby? Your second baby?
I gained all this. Yes, I had a second baby, and I couldn't get the baby weight off.
How much weight had you gained?
120 pounds.
120 is a lot.
You doubled your size.
I was another person. I couldn't sit. Yeah, there was a lot of stuff in there. So what happened was I was in denial too. Oh, yeah, hormones, and I was in this great big denial that I just wanted to that's why I'm here today, is to reach out to everybody and let them know that sometimes we have to go through that denial. We have to go through that self-realization that there's something wrong.
That's right,
well,
Deanna.
When we come back, we're going to visit with about what was going on in Deanna's life that made her decide to quit denying and to start realizing that she needed some help.
That's right. And if you would like more information on how to do a 180 and take charge of your health, then give us a call today at 281-698-8698. That's 281-698-8698. You are listening to Dr. Hotze's Wellness Revolution. Please stay tuned.
Now back to Wellness Revolution, your 100% organic, farm-raised, grass-fed, gluten-free, cage-free, non-GMO radio show. Here's Dr. Hotze.
That's right. We are all that and more. And if you are sick and tired of being sick and tired and want to do a 180 and take charge of your health today, then give us a call at 281-698-8698. We'll be more than happy to give you a complimentary copy of Dr. Hotze's best-selling book, Hormones, Health, and Happiness, and a complimentary consultation. That's 281-698-8698. And we have been talking with Deanna, who is a longtime guest here at the Wellness Center. So, Deanna, you were sharing with us that after the birth of your second child, you had gained 120 pounds. That sounds like a big
that's
number
right.
when I say it like that, right? It sounds even larger.
Yes, it sounds even larger, but that was pretty large. Pretty large.
But you were in denial.
Yes, I was in denial. Oh, horrible denial. Nothing was wrong with me. I'm fine. I can just go about my life with being happy. It was it was almost and that's what it is. It's just denial.
It was what?
Denial.
Yeah, it was denial.
So it was, and I think this is an important point I want to stress. Listeners, as you listen to Deanna talk about this,
Yes.
some of you may be in the same situation where you know where you are and you've learned to live where you are.
Mm-hmm.
And the idea, now, were you, Deanna, so you're in denial that you were that your health was faltering. Obviously, if you're 120 pounds overweight, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to know that's not healthy. You know, other things are going to happen when you're overweight. You know, you're going to end up with diabetes and high blood pressure and heart disease and all kinds of, joint problems. Back issues, kidney problems. You're going to have a whole bunch of problems. But in some way, the denial was, did you ever think if I change, it's going to be a lot of work?
Yes, I felt like it was a non-attainable goal, and it was just too much for me to be able to, to obtain that goal. So I just kept on living that life, and that's.
Well, I think that's a good insight as you think about it. So I think maybe the people are in denial and don't want to make a change and have a revolution in their life is because they think, my gosh, it's going to be a lot of work. I got to make a lot of changes. I don't know if I can do this or not.
It probably seems overwhelming.
Yeah. So you end up saying to yourself, I kind of like the way I am. Everything's okay. And I'm not going to let it get worse and everything will work out.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's going to be fine. I'm going to keep driving down the wrong side of the road, but nobody's going to hit me. I'm just going to do fine. Okay. So when did you come to a self-realization that it was time that you had to make a change? What was going on? What kind of symptoms were you experiencing?
I was experiencing insomnia, brain fog. My hair was falling off.
How was your energy level?
Cold. Energy level was 0. I would go to the store with the kids and come back and have to take a nap for 2 hours. It's like, what's going on?
Now let me ask you, did your husband notice any differences in you?
Yes, he did. He said, "There's something wrong with you. That's just we have to figure it out." And yes, he did. 0 energy is 0 energy, and that means you don't want to do anything. That's pretty bad.
So you weren't the woman he married. You were twice now he had 2 of you.
Yeah.
You and your twin.
That's right. There's 2 of
Okay,
us.
so how long did that go on before you made a decision to make a change? And what did your physician tell you when you went back? Surely you went and talked to your doc about your situation.
Oh yes, I went to talk to my doctor, and she said, "Oh, this is part of the process. You're gonna here's some antidepressant. Just take this, and you'll be better."
So he said, feeling this way was just part of getting.
Oh, she said, isn't it? Wasn't your doctor a she?
Yeah. It was a she.
She just. Did you ask her what was causing your problems?
Yes, I said, why am I like this? I feel no energy. I don't feel right. I can't function. I can't have this. My body feels really different from before. And that's what she said. She said, "Oh, it's part of the process. Don't worry about it. Here's some antidepressants. Just take them. You'll feel better."
Now, let me just ask you this. Now, was she an OB-GYN or family medicine?
Yes.
OB-GYN. How many other women do you think she has told that to?
Oh, thousands and thousands.
Now, multiply her by thousands of other OB-GYNs and tens and hundreds of thousands of other doctors.
Mm-hmm.
And you go in and what do they say? I know out in the listening audience, you've been there. You've experienced exactly what Deanna's experienced. You've gone to the doctor and said, Doc, something is not right. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. You are. What in the world's going on? I've got no energy. I can't think. I can't sleep. I'm gaining weight. My hair's falling out.
Yeah.
I just hurt all over. What's going on? Something's wrong. Learn to live with it.
Yeah.
We've done your blood test. Did they ever do any blood tests on you?
Yes, they did.
What did they tell you?
Nothing is wrong with you. It's in your head. I went, oh, okay.
How many other women out in the listening audience have had a doctor tell you that your blood tests are normal and you need an antidepressant?
Right.
So anyway, they offered you the antidepressant. What'd you do?
I decided I was not going to take. I was not going to take it. There was something else I was searching for something else, and I knew that wasn't going to fix the problem. It wasn't going to get to the bottom of it. Yeah.
We're going to get to the bottom or the root cause of your problem.
Get the root. Yeah, that's right.
You got to get it. All that does is treat a so-called symptom. What it does is basically numbs you to your symptoms so you become a zombie.
Right.
It takes away all your feelings and emotions so you just don't care anymore.
Right. You don't feel, yeah.
You don't have any feelings. It affects the limbic system. It affects your emotional centers. It just
horrible.
Yeah,
horrible.
So anyway, then what happened? How did you end up here at the Hotze Health Wellness Center, of all places?
Well, we were listening to the radio, and you came on and you described everything to a T of what was happening with people. And so we decided to investigate it, and that's how we came about.
So you ended up coming out here in 2002, and you saw Dr. Sheridan.
Yes.
How was that visit?
What a wonderful reception. Loving arms from the get-go to the reception area. They make you feel welcomed and made you realize, no, you're not crazy. It's not in your head. There's something else that's wrong. And we ran the blood test, and yes, sure enough, it was the thyroid, and your hormones are all out of whack. And so I said, why wasn't I told that before? Why? I had to suffer through that. And so there's no need to suffer. You just need to take that first step, right?
Well, so when you came in and saw Dr. Sheridan, I know he put you on some thyroid. I know you were placed on some natural progesterone. By the way, during this time, had you had any changes in your menstrual cycles at all?
No.
None at all. Okay.
No. Mm-mm.
But so we put you on some natural progesterone, put you on some thyroid, made some recommendations in the Hotze Optimal Eating Plan, also put you on some vitamin minerals to help you detoxify. The whole goal is to get your mitochondria mighty again. Those are the power plants within your cells. They got to produce energy. Folks, if you're not producing energy in your cells, in the power plants in your cells don't run well. They're sluggish. And your organs run sluggish, from your brain to your kidneys to your spleen to your liver to your heart. Things just don't work right if they don't have energy.
Yeah.
They're slow down.
I agree. Yeah.
And guess what? Your metabolism goes down, and guess what goes up your way oftentimes.
That's right.
Okay, so you got on the program. When did you begin to feel like it was starting to kick in and that you began to notice an improvement in the way? By the way, on a scale of 0 to 10, 10 being brimming with energy, the best you've ever felt in your life. 0, basically no energy and about dead. How would you have rated your energy level on a scale of, let's say, 1 to 10 when you came in?
When I came in, it was probably 0. It was a negative. I don't know how I was functioning without that energy level. It was probably a negative 1. Yeah, that's how horrible I felt. And then when I went through it took like maybe 3 weeks max. I started feeling a difference. I woke up one morning and went, oh, wow, this is incredible.
That's
terrific.
We're going to be back for the rest of the story in just a minute once we take this break. Now look, her story gets better.
That's right, it does.
We're getting ready to tell you about the rest of
the story. And if you've been experiencing symptoms like Deanna was feeling, that weight gain, that fatigue, that brain fog, then give us a call today. We would love to help you. 281-698-8698. That's 281-698-8698. You are listening to Dr. Hotze's Wellness Revolution. Please stay tuned.
Why walk amongst the living sick when you can join a wellness revolution? Here's Dr. Hotze.
Welcome back to Dr. Hotze's Wellness Revolution. This is Stacey Banfield here with Dr. Stephen Hotze. And if you are sick and tired of being sick and tired, then know there is a natural way to address your health issues. You can give us a call and talk to one of our wellness consultants at 281-698-8698. That's 281-698-8698. You can also ask for your personal copy of Dr. Hotze's best-selling book, Hormones, Health, and Happiness. And here's Dr. Hotze with the rest of the story.
Thanks so much, Stacy. We're here with Deanna Bream, who's been a guest at the Hotze Health Wellness Center since 2002. That's 15 years ago. I was a
long time.
I was a young man then. I was a young man.
I wasn't laughing.
I'm serious. I don't feel any different than
we were all younger 15 years ago.
My age, but you know what? I don't feel a day older now. I think I'm wiser. I've gone through a lot, but I don't really feel a day older than I feel great.
Your energy level is, well, you always say you feel like you're 18.
That's what I do. Anyway, I don't look it. I sure don't look it. Maybe I need a good. Anybody want to call and recommend a good plastic surgeon, or just stay on the radio, maybe? Don't have to worry about it. If I stay on the radio, I don't have to worry about a facelift.
That's right. That's a good strategy.
All right, here.
We can all just live on the radio.
Transplant. Maybe. How do you think I look at a toupee?
You're asking me.
I'm asking you.
Probably not. I don't think that's your look.
I think I look like Don Trump, maybe I don't know how he does it, but he's got something moving. I'm getting to like it after a while. I'm thinking, maybe
it grows on you.
Maybe I should try it.
The Trump style, the Trump hairstyle. Come in with that.
Now we're visiting with Deanna Bream, and she's been a guest again since 2002. Born in Seattle, grew up. Her mama was from Panama. They grew up in Panama, came back to the States. When she was 30, she got married. Your husband's name is what, Deanna?
Oh,
yeah.
Monty.
Pardon me?
Monty, yes.
Monty.
Monty, yes.
Yeah. So anyway, married Monty when she was 30. Next thing you know, they got a baby. It happens all the time with these days. I tell my kids that now. I got 23 grandkids. I tell them, you keep sleeping with your husbands, you're going to have babies. I've seen it happen over and over again. They didn't listen, so we had a bunch of grandkids over Easter.
Wait, that's right. Wait, real quick, how many people did you have over at your home over Easter? Your family?
60 of my closest relatives. Gosh. Janie did
just a little gathering.
Janie did a fabulous job. It was a major production. I'm telling you what. So anyway, and then Deanna had her second baby, and after second baby, she didn't recover. She weighed 120 pounds more than she had weighed before her last baby. Couldn't lose the weight, had fatigue, couldn't think clearly, was tired, couldn't sleep, her hair's falling out. She felt terrible, but she kept telling herself that everything was going to work out. She was in denial. There's nothing I can do. It was too overwhelming to think about regaining her health, losing all that weight, and she had no plan to do it. And so she went what most women or men do, go visit your doctor when you're not doing well. And her doctor told her that after listening to all her complaints and doing a blood test, he said your blood tests were normal.
That's right.
And he offered you what?
They offered me antidepressants.
Has any woman
take these?
Has any woman out in the listening audience ever had a doctor, after listening to your complaints and doing a blood test, tell you it's normal and give you antidepressants? That is the practice of medicine by the vast majority of doctors in this city and in this country. They don't know how to address haven't been taught about the underlying root cause, and they don't dare try it because the insurance protocols don't allow them to do that. They're worried about what their friends will say if they start helping people get well naturally. My gosh, you might be a quack. People get well. How come they get well at the quack's offices and they go to the conventional doctors and have all these drugs and antidepressants? Help me. Which is quackery? Which is witchcraft? All these drugs that never existed before in nature are giving people natural supplements, natural hormones that existed in nature, which your body knows how to utilize to keep you performing and operating at the most optimal level, which is the witchcraft. I'd say all this, the chemicals, this goes way back to the wizards, way back when they created all these potions to give people. Well, we got new potions made by pharmaceutical companies that they're passing out like candy and making a fortune off of it. That's where the real, I always say, there's a psychological term called projection. When you have a problem, you project it onto somebody else as if they had your problem. So that's what the pharmaceutical companies, they're projecting when they talk about people that use natural approaches. They, that's crazy, that's quackery, that's witchcraft. Nobody knows if that works. I mean, of course it works. Your body needs vitamins. Your body needs minerals. It needs your hormones. It needs good, healthy eating. You don't have to be a doctor or a scientist to know that you need these nutrients to be healthy. This is not rocket science. Somebody needs to stand up to the emperor and say, you don't have any clothes on. This is a bunch of bull. That's what we do here on the Wellness Revolution. So anyway, you saw Dr. Sheridan. I'm getting on my high horse here. Get my stool out, would you, Stacy? Let me get up on my high.
Okay, getting it now.
Get the high horse. Let me get on my high horse. Okay.
Hey, I'll be right up there with you.
There you go. So anyway, you saw Dr. Sheridan. He started you on some thyroid, started you on some vitamins and minerals, put you on some progesterone, got you on a good eating program. You started feeling better. When did you notice, how long did you say it took you before you started noticing that you felt better?
3 weeks.
3 weeks. And what was that like? Do you remember that?
180. It was a 180. It was you took me and you said, okay, wake up, take these.
And you took them and you woke up one morning and what happened?
I just couldn't believe what a difference between night and day. And I said, this program is great. This is the way to go.
So now you were on the program. How long did it take you to get yourself up to where you felt really healthy and well? How long was that journey? And how did you lose any weight over this time?
Oh yes. I felt like then I could concentrate. I had got my focus back, and then I could focus on my daily task. My things that I had to do at home, but as well as having energy left over to go start working out. And I was kind to myself because I don't like working out those hardcore workouts. So it was a gradual thing. I said, be kind to yourself and say, listen, you just need to get
We're going to come back and let you finish your story, Deanna, just after this break. This is a remarkable story, and it's a very common story here of our guests at the Hotze Health and Wellness Center, and we want you to be part of that story. I'd love to have you on the radio someday in the future.
Absolutely. It's our mission to help you achieve health and wellness naturally. Please stay tuned here at Dr. Hotze's Wellness Revolution.
Now back to Wellness Revolution, your 100% organic, farm-raised, grass-fed, gluten-free, cage-free, non-GMO radio show. Here's Dr. Hotze.
This is Dr. Hotze's Wellness Revolution, where we are on a mission to help you achieve health and wellness naturally. If you would like more information on doing a 180, taking charge of your health, possibly coming on the radio program, like Dr. Hotze said before our last break, then give one of our wellness consultants a call today at 281-698-8698. That's 281-698-8698. Here's Dr. Hotze.
By the way, a good way to start is with your eating program. Get on the Hotze Optimal Eating Plan. And if you'll call today, you can call and get a copy of that book. What number is that at the Vitamin Shop?
So the toll-free number is 800-579-6545. That's 1-800-579-6545, or you can go to HotzeVitamins.com.
Right, and I would encourage you to get a copy of Hotze Optimal Eating Plan. That will help you get started now right now, that'll be your first step. Remember, when you make a 180, you got to take that first step to turn yourself around. You got to turn the wheel of the car before it gets turned around 180 degrees. You got to make that first turn to the left or to the right to get that thing turned in the right direction. We're with Deanna Bream, who's been a guest since 2002. She got married when she was 30, had her first child, 3 years later, her second child. After that, she had gained 120 pounds, had no energy. She rated herself at less than a 0 on a scale of 0 to 10, 10 being brimming with energy. She said she was on the negative side. She had to be feeling bad. Couldn't think clearly, had insomnia, hair was falling out, wasn't enjoying life. Saw her physician, surprise, surprise, after telling her her problems. They ran a blood test, and it came back normal. You're normal. Basically, it's all in your head, sweetheart. I know that, and here you are. Take that antidepressant, which she didn't take. Having listened to this radio program when we first started back in 2002, it started in 2001, so you were on one of the early, you heard one of the early shows. That's when you decided, in visiting with your husband, that you were willing to make a change. You came in and saw Dr. Sheridan, put you on some thyroid, got you on some progesterone, got you on a good eating program, vitamin program. You said within 3 weeks you felt better. And then how long did it take you to feel optimal?
A month. I would say another month, 2 months, optimal.
And you started feeling great. And then how about your weight? How much weight were you able to drop?
I was able to drop all of it within about 6 months.
120 pounds. Now, you must have felt, now, ladies and gentlemen, if you could see Deanna now, she is a gorgeous, beautiful woman, tall, striking. I mean, it's just remarkable how well she's done. Now, think about this. At one time, you weighed 120 more pounds than you do right now. I mean, you think about it, put a 120-pound sack on your back, carry that sucker around for a few hours, see how you feel. That'll wear you down. Now imagine if you had done what your doctor had told you and taken that antidepressant, which has one of the side effects of causing you to gain weight.
That's true.
I'm already 120 pounds overweight, but you're going to give me an antidepressant. One of the side effects is it causes weight gain. Oh, that's a good move. Where's the witchcraft in there? Some kind of witchcraft. Let's wave a magic wand, give them some kind of screwball pill. So anyway, what if you had done that? Where do you think you would be now?
I wouldn't be where I was. I would be a medical mess. I think I would be. More of a medical mess.
Well, Deanna, you brought up a good point earlier. You said that you started to get your energy back first, and that really allowed you to be able to do the things you wanted to do and to also be able to lose that weight. And I can see how people would say, gosh, I just don't know how I can even take that first step when they don't have any energy.
Right.
But once you start putting that energy back in, then you can do all kinds of things.
And it's so simple. It's called natural desiccated thyroid, natural thyroid hormones. It's so simple. And it is being kept from the American public, many of whom, most of whom have hypothyroid symptoms and would benefit from some desiccated thyroid. No question about it. I see it. I've only been doing this for 25 years, so I'm very attuned to it. And I can look at people and say that person, that individual, they're hypothyroid. Would they benefit from a trial of thyroid, for crying out loud? How does it hurt? Why would you not? Why would you give a unknown chemical psychotropic drug to somebody when they have symptoms that are being caused by an underlying problem, most likely low thyroid and hormonal imbalance? Why wouldn't you address those and see what happens? You can always give them some crazy drug later if that doesn't work, put them out of their misery. Let them just, go in la-la land. But why not help them get healthy and well and give them a trial? Doctors, if any of you all are listening, try it. Your patients will love you.
Yes, that's
because you give them back their life.
That's right. Give them back the life. Give them back our power.
And Deanna, you just got a great story, and I'm so pleased and proud of you for making that decision back in 2002 to do a 180 and take charge of your health. And it's made a huge difference in your life over the last 15 years. What can you say? You're regular guests here, and you're an ambassador, and you tell your friends
right.
and send in guests, and I mean you're an ambassador for the wellness revolution at the Hotze Health Wellness Center. I want to thank you and tell you how proud I am and how grateful I am to you for your willingness to come on and tell your story.
Well, I'm thankful for you and your guests. I'm to be part of this wonderful program is just amazing. It's a life-changing thing, and I just urge people that if they're even, thinking about it, they even have a doubt, just take the step. Just call them, find out, get the program, get the book. If you're not. Sometimes people are just not. They're scared. They're not scared. They're fearful because they don't know what's going on with their lives. They know that they're horrible. They don't feel right, and so just take that first step. You will not regret it. I'm telling you, because this is a great program. You have saved millions of lives, and just including my own. Yes.
Well, listen, it's our privilege. Maybe not quite 1 million yet, but we will do that over the next 10 years. Our goal is to reach 3 million patients and individuals over the next 10 years with 5,000 doctors that we're going to be training to in our medical protocols and business protocols so that they can get on a program that will help their patients get well. And that's what our plans are. And the doctors will do better and enjoy their practice. How much fun is it to meet people like you in the hallways that tell me, doctor, thank you for giving me my life back. And how good is that? What's that worth?
Yeah.
That's priceless.
Yeah, I know.
And what I like too, Deanna, is, Dr. Hotze's on the radio to educate people and to give people another way, another choice of what their life could look like. And you heard that message 15 years ago. You took that lifeline, and now 15 years fast forward, your life has looked totally different than it would have been if you hadn't made that decision. So
That's right.
It's just great to hear how well you've done.
Oh, thank you. Well, thank you to you all. It's a support team. I have a great support team at Dr. Hotze's in the Health and Wellness Clinic. It's a great support team there. I wouldn't have done it without you guys.
Well, Deanna, you've done it, and you get the credit. You're the health athlete. We're the coaches. You got yourself in the Health Olympics, and you get a gold medal. God bless you, Deanna. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you so much, Deanna.
God bless you. Yes, God bless you guys, too. Okay.
God bless you.
Right.
So if you heard Deanna's story and if that was inspirational to you, then please give us a call at 281-698-8698. That's 281-698-8698. You have been listening to Dr. Hotze's Wellness Revolution. God bless you all.
Information provided on this radio program is neither intended nor implied to be a substitute for professional medical advice and is not intended to replace the services of a physician, nor does it constitute a doctor-patient relationship. You should not use information from this radio program to diagnose or treat a health problem or disease without consulting with a qualified healthcare provider. If you have or suspect you have an urgent medical problem, promptly contact a professional healthcare provider or call 911. Dr. Hotze's Wellness Revolution radio program advises you to always seek the advice of a physician or other qualified health provider prior to starting any new treatment or with any questions you may have regarding a medical condition. Any application of the recommendations from this radio program is at the listener's discretion.